Welcome to VAK's lecture. In this video, we will discuss about how to draw a flowchart for the given program. Flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. That means a flowchart is a type of diagram that represents a workflow or a process. And it is a step-by-step approach to solve a task by using some symbols. This graphical representation way is better than the textual representation. Now we will check various symbols that I am going to use in a flowchart. First one is a terminal, which is in oval shape. It represents start or a stop of a flowchart. Then input or output, which is in parallelogram shape. It will be used in case of input and output statements. Process, which is in shape rectangle box. It will be used in case of processing and also in case of initialization. Decision, which is in rhombus shape. This will be used in case of decision. Suppose A greater than B or A not equals to B. This kind of decision will be written within this rhombus. The arrow will be used for flow of control. It could be up arrow, down arrow, left arrow or right arrow. Connector. When you are drawing a flowchart, it may happen that can't to accommodate the whole flowchart within a single page. So you have to move to the other page also. So by using this connector, you can connect the ending and starting point of two different portions of flowchart. Now we will see some of the examples. Suppose you are told to draw a flowchart to find the simple interest. Then what you will do? First, you have to know the formula for the simple interest. PRT by 100 is the formula. That means we have to multiply principal, rate and time. And then we have to divide this by 100. Basing on this formula, we have to draw the flowchart. Now we will see. First, you start the flowchart. Next, you have to take input for the principal, rate and time. Since it is an input statement, so it is enclosed within a parallelogram. Then find the simple interest by using the formula principal into rate into time whole divided by 100. And then store the result into SI variable. When there is an assignment operator, the right hand side of the assignment operator will execute first. And then the value will be stored at the left hand side. So now SI will store the simple interest calculator from the given principal, rate and time. After that, print the value of SI. Then next, stop the flowchart. So this is a sequence flowchart. Sequence means one instruction after the other follows. So it is moving into downward direction. And we see one more example. Draw a flowchart to find the bigger number between two numbers. That means if the two numbers are A and B, then what's the condition? If A greater than B, then A is big, otherwise B is big. Basing on this condition, we have to draw the flowchart. So as usual, start the flowchart. Next, take two values from user and store within A and B. I have written here input A comma B. Since it is an input statement, it is enclosed within the parallelogram. Now move to the downward. This is a flow line. Here, this is a decision box. You have to take the decision whether A greater than B or not. So I have written here is A greater than B. So a decision box has one input line and two output lines. Among these two output lines, one is yes and other is no. If it is yes, that means if the condition is true, and move to the right hand side. Here it is written print A is big. So this print statement is also an output statement. That's why it is also enclosed within the parallelogram. After printing, this line will move to stop. Suppose if the condition A greater than B is false, then it will move to left side. And we have to check whether B greater than A or not. This is a condition. That's why I use a decision box. For this decision box also, we have two output lines. One is yes and other is no. If the condition is true, it will move to yes part and it will print B is big. After printing, it will move to stop. And if this condition is false, that means it moves to the no part. If A greater than B is false and B greater than A is also false, then A and B are same or equal. That's why I print the statement both are equal. This is an output statement, so I enclose it within parallelogram. After printing this, again it will move to stop. So not all the portion of these flowcharts are executing. Either this one is executing or this one is executing or this one is executing. So that I have written here selective. That means it is equivalent to selective statement, so that it is a selective flowchart. So these two examples are used to represent how to draw the flowchart for the given task. In this video, if you understand the concept, please like, share, subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.